King Charles' urgent phone call sparked late Queen's emotional balcony moment. It is almost 2 years since the late Queen took to the Buckingham Palace balcony for one final time during her Platinum Jubilee celebrations. But it seems her appearance hung in the palace until an urgent phone call from King Charles. In just 2 weeks' time, the royal family will gather for their annual appearance on the Buckingham Palace balcony to wrap up Trooping the Colour 2024. The balcony has been the scene of many joyous occasions over the years, from coronations to weddings, with some balcony moments more emotional than others. One of the most memorable in recent years came almost 2 years ago, when the late Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations came to a rousing end. The former monarch mustered all of her strength to join the likes of her son Charles, grandson Prince William, and great-grandchildren George, Charlotte and Louis, to wave to crowds from the Buckingham Palace balcony. The mall was packed as the late Queen, dressed in vibrant green, looked emotional as she greeted fans in what proved to be her final ever appearance on the Buckingham Palace balcony. But it was reported that the historic moment almost didn't even happen. It was only a last-minute phone call from the now King Charles that changed things. It is believed the 96-year-old Queen had not been feeling well in the lead-up to the balcony appearance and had pulled out of several prior engagements. Whether she would be able to be there or not hung in the balance, but after seeing the crowds that turned out to greet her, Charles is said to have called his mother and urged her to come. Speaking at the time, a source told the Daily Mail, the Queen only decided that she would go to London about 3 hours before the balcony appearance. She was not feeling brilliant, but the Prince of Wales had called her and told her she really ought to come if she could. He told her there were so many people desperate to see her, and he convinced her to come. After the outpouring of public affection during her balcony appearance, the Queen said she was humbled and deeply touched so many people had taken part in marking her 70-year reign. Just 3 months after that final balcony appearance, the Queen died peacefully at her Scottish home Balmoral, and Charles became king. Since then, there have been balcony appearances by the family for Charles' coronation and at Trooping the Colour last year. Since last year's celebrations, the royal family has had a difficult time, especially in the wake of cancer diagnoses for both the King and the Princess of Wales. It remains unclear whether the Princess, who is undergoing chemotherapy, will attend Trooping the Colour, a major fixture in the royal calendar, on June 15. She appealed for time, space and privacy for her family when she announced on March 22 she was being treated for an undisclosed form of cancer. The Prince of Wales gave a positive update about his wife's treatment during a visit to the Isles of Scilly earlier in May, saying Shusha's doing well when questioned by a hospital administrator during the trooping ceremony, held on Horse Guards Parade in Whitehall. It is understood the King will carry out the review of the guardsmen and officers from an Ascot Landau carriage with the Queen. The change from last year's ceremony, where Charles inspected the troops on horseback, reflects earlier Buckingham Palace briefings where it was highlighted that each engagement by the King would be reviewed and adaptations made when advised by doctors.